My name is Ali Shazad. In previous tutorial of part 1, we create a map for our house. As I talked that in next tutorial, we will model on this map that we created in part 1. We will cover the aspects of modeling like table we created, this entrance rooms, etc. Okay, let's begin. First of all, press Shift A. Then go to plane. You see Z for wireframe mode, N to bring this property panel, and minimize the opacity of this map. Something like that. Okay. Press N again to get rid from this property panel, and for this plane that is selected, press S keyboard button to scale it and scale it down. Yeah, like that. G for grab it and move it towards this edge. You can use this axis also to move, as I told you about this in basics of Blender video. S to scale. Yeah, grab it and put it here. Good. Now press tab for edit mode. In edit mode, select vertex selection mode. A for deselection. For both या multiple selection, press B keyboard button and left hold click of mouse to select the vertex that you want to select, like this, and drag it up so that it fit according to our map. Press A to deselect all and tab again for object mode and Z for solid object mode. As you can see, it covers this edge of our map. Now press Z again and put our map in this place. Shift D for duplicate, and here is written Y, so press Y to bring this plane on Y axis and put it here. Mouse wheel zoom and bring it to proper place. Now again tap for edit mode and select vertex selection, press B and put it here. Good. Similarly, A deselect and B to select this and put it here. Good. Now tab for object mode and A to deselect, B for multiple selections, and left click to select these. Shift D for duplicate and along x-axis and put it here. This is good, and this is also. Now press A to deselect and tab for edit mode. As you can see, only press 7 for top view. As you can see, only this plane is selected, but if I press B on this one, it's not gonna select it. This is due to do I not selected this. So for this selection, press tab in object mode and mouse right click to select this. As you can see, it is now selected. Now for select, you can see it select this, not now this one, by pressing B. Shift S to cursor to center. Now tab again for object mode and select all these. For this, select this one plane over right here by right mouse button, click this. Okay, and for this right mouse button here, but also press and hold shift and right mouse button click. You see it not deselected, it select both. Similarly over here and similarly over here. Okay, now join this. For this press Ctrl J. Now it is one solid mesh. A for deselection, A to select all. Now tap for edit mode and you can see now it select all four our planes as one big mesh. Now A to deselect, and in vertex selection mode similarly zoom in and press right mouse button over here to select this vertex and press and hold shift and select this. Similarly over here press 7 for top view if your map not at top position. Similarly shift hold and right mouse button click over here. As you can see this is also selected and this one also. Now press F for face. It covers here over area the face, and A to deselect. As you can see by pressing Z in solid mode that it covers it. Now similarly over here B bow select, B bow select, F it covers the face. Now press A to deselect. Similarly over here you can select by pressing B here and here, shift hold and right click of mouse here and FA, and similarly over here B FA and Z for solid mode. It covers our basic boundary or our house like this place. 7 for top view. Z again in wireframe mode. Now as we can see we are gonna make walls. For this place your map at this position and press Ctrl R keyboard button. Here you can see a ring is at center place. You can increase its number by press mouse wheel up like this, excuse me, and you can see number of cuts is 2. You can also increase it by mouse wheel up 5, 6. Similarly mouse wheel down for decreasing the number. We only want here 2 numbers, so number of cuts will be 2. You see 2. Now put it here, mouse cursor and press left click and move it over here. As you can see when I zoom out it take place in center, but we want to adjust it over there, so for this purpose I press S, but it what axis, so I put X keyboard button that it will take place in X axis direction and move mouse inward like that. Now grab by this, yeah, pressing G and X, but for easiness that I teach you I use this arrow sign for axis and X axis for, and now again move it a little bit over here, S X scale towards X axis inward and put it here. Perfect. Press A to deselect, Z to check in solid mode. Good. Now similarly over here, Control R, mouse wheel up, number of selection 2. There is also another method. Instead of number of cuts 2, you can only add number of cut 1. Similarly, mouse over here, mouse wheel down, number of cut 1, and left click to bring it here, and for moving, move mouse, but not press any mouse button, and move it here and press left mouse button, click it and put it here. As you can see, it is more easy than the scaling method. And again Control R, just one, and left click and move it here, and again left click over here and A. As you can see, perfect like that. As I teach you two methods, you can use whatever you want, the method I told you. Okay, now we move on. As you can see, there is a wall over there. For this, I will press B and put it here. Drag it a little bit over here, but as you can see, it also move it. So for this, Control Z to go back, and we extrude it. Extrude. In what direction? Y axis. So extrude towards Y axis direction, press Y key and put it here. Similarly, extrude again. Press E to extrude Y axis direction and put it here. Similarly again, E to extrude and press Y in Y axis direction, put it here. Similarly, extrude by pressing E and in Y direction over here. Good. And E to extrude again in Y direction, put it over there, and press A to deselect this area, and Control R for a loop cut right over there. A to deselect, B for both selections, yeah, multiple selection, but in this case both selection, and E to extrude, but this time in X axis, so in horizontal direction, and put it over there. Very good, the progress we made. Now again press E to extrude, and X axis direction means horizontal direction. Also A to deselect, B for both या multiple selection, E to extrude and towards vertical direction by pressing Y axis, and similarly put it over here. Now press E again and press also Y. A to deselect, B for both selection, E to extrude, now X axis direction, put it over there, little bit over here. Now again press E to extrude in X horizontal direction, and left click over here to left it, and A to deselect, B again, E to extrude, this time Y. Yeah. Now A to deselect, Z for solid, as you can see. Good. Press 7. And now this time over here. Okay guys, next step, I pause the video to check it and take some rest, and we made progress good. Okay, Now next step, press B, select this, E to extrude towards X axis and put it here. This area is our ventilator. Yes. Now again E X. Good. Again E X, put it here. Zoom in by mouse wheel up. E X here. A to deselect, and now B to select this. Similarly select this vertex, press F, face A, and it faces over here. Z to check in solid mode. Good. 7 top view. Z again in wireframe mode. Now next step. In next step, this area, press B to select these vertices. E to extrude, and towards Y axis put it here. Mouse wheel down to zoom out. E to extrude again. Y axis, again extrude by pressing E. Y over here. Again press E for extrude and Y over here, and E to extrude, press Y over here, and cover it above by pressing E to extrude and towards Y axis vertical direction and put it here. Perfect. Press Z to check in solid mode, and yes. 7 again. Z, press B to select this. E to extrude towards X axis horizontal direction and press X to put it here. E X. Similarly E X. When this model will complete, I will put it in engines to show you to develop your own game. Okay, but for now we will cover this house like place series. E X, again E X, put it here. As you can see, there are no loop cuts, so press A, Control R, select number of loop cuts, now 2, and left click and put it here, zoom out and put it here. Now scale by pressing S and Y. If you don't know about the basics of Blender, you can see my first video. Put it over here. S to scale along Y axis by pressing Y and put it right about there. Good. A to deselect, press B to select this area, and F, A and Z to check. Yeah, it cover it. Z again. Now move towards this area. Z for solid mode and Z again for wireframe mode. B for both or multiple selections, select these vertices, press E to extrude X, this, drag it over here, and now again press E to extrude. Now X axis by pressing X. Again E, extrude, X, zoom out and put it with the help of this X-axis arrow over here. Similarly zoom in, and now I will press E to extrude and towards X-axis by pressing X and put it over there. Good. B for both multiple selections or multiple selections, and E to extrude towards this direction by pressing Y and put it there, door area. Now again press E to extrude and Y towards this direction and put it over there. And now again E to extrude towards Y, put it right about there, and again press E to extrude and Y, put it right about there. E to extrude Y, put it here. E to extrude Y and put it here. E to extrude and Y to put it here. E to extrude and Y to put in Y axis direction over here. Similarly E to extrude and Y. Again put it over little bit here. Again press E to extrude and Y over here. E to extrude 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 Y by pressing over here. A to deselect, Z for solid frame mode, and press and hold your mouse wheel to check the area. Good. Now press 7 again for top ortho, and Z to wireframe mode and continue another area. This one. B for select these vertices. E to extrude and press Y in Y axis direction, zoom in by mouse wheel up, and similarly E to extrude and Y axis direction over here. E to extrude Y. E to extrude Y direction, axis Y axis direction. E to extrude and press Y. E to extrude and Y. E to extrude and Y, and mouse wheel down to zoom out, and with the help of this Y axis cursor pointer, press mouse right click and hold it and move it right about there. A to deselect, Z to check, and we covered these areas. Now Z again, and now move on to next area. As you can see, this door also requires 2 loop cuts, so control or number of loop cuts 2 by mouse wheel up. As you can see here, 2, and now left click, put it here, move it here. S for scale and towards X axis direction, and put it here. S to scale X axis here. Now A to deselect, B to select this area, and move it here. It will make our door. Yeah, perfect. Now we have 1 door, 2 door, 3 doors, 4 doors. Yeah, 4 doors. Increase opacity to see. Now is 0.075. Now increase it, and to get rid from it, check doors. 1 door, 2 door, 3 door, 4 door, 5 door. Yeah. Press again. Opacity. We will decrease it. this will be good. And to get rid from it, Z, to come over here, and now we will cover this area. For this, B again, and we will make this door. E, to extrude towards x-axis by pressing X and put it here. E, X, yeah, door cover. E, X, E, X, E, X, almost here. A to deselect. For this flipped area, I will show you how to make it. But first, we'll cover this horizontal point, B and E and X, and put it here. Now A to deselect. Now we will gonna make this flipped area. For this, you can either select these vertices as I told you by pressing shift and right mouse click, this, F, A, perfect. But for this door over here making, we use loop cuts, two loop cuts. So for this, Control R, yes, here, left mouse click, A to deselect, B to select this, and G for grab and put it here, and R for rotation, as you can see it rotated, but not necessary that we rotated. So Control Z in its original place, and A to deselect. Good. Z to check, and Z again. Now cover our next step. Yes. Okay, let's do it. Now again, same trick over here. B to select, E to extrude X towards here, and similarly A to deselect, B to select it, B to select this one also, E to extrude by pressing X axis direction over here, E, X, little bit here. Now again E, X, and put it here, and similarly over here select this by pressing B individually by shift and right mouse click hold, shift hold and right mouse click button. But over here we selected it by pressing B keyboard button, F for face, and A to deselect, and Z to check it, and it covered this area also. Z again for wireframe mode, and cover our next area. Now I will cover these internal areas. B to select this, E to extrude X and put it here. Again E to extrude an X and put it here. And now press A to deselect. We will cover this area later. First this one, B to select this, E to extrude, this time by press Y axis direction over here, E to extrude Y over here, E to extrude Y over here, select this by pressing B up, individually press F, A, Z to check it, and yes, it will cover it. Now this area. For this, press B to select this. E to extrude by pressing X and put it here. E to extrude, and by pressing X put it here. Similarly, A to deselect, B to select these both points, E to extrude, and this time by pressing Y in Y axis direction and put it here by pressing mouse left click. Similarly, again E to extrude and Y axis direction by pressing Y over here. Similarly, E to extrude and Y and put it here. E to extrude and Y and put it here. A to deselect and Z to check, and yes, it covered it. Now over here, select this by right mouse click and shift over all other 3 points, and F for face, A to deselect, Control R for 2 loop cuts, and here I will put hit and A to deselect, B to again select this one and put it over here, and A to deselect again, and Z to check. Perfect. And Z again in wireframe mode. Now Z again in solid mode and check which area left. This one left, and Z again in wireframe mode and cover next area. For this, press B, E to extrude, and this time X axis direction by pressing X. Similarly, E, X, A to deselect, select this. This time I selected individually by right mouse click and pressing shift to other point, and now E. The basic purpose of covering all these steps that I want to make you familiarize with every basics in Blender. Now similarly put it here. R to rotate. This time we need a flipped wall over here, so we rotate this. G to grab and put it here. A to deselect, Z to check it. I will close this antivirus updating. Now again Z, B to select this, E to extrude, Z, Y keyboard button in Y axis direction and put it right about there. Now again E to extrude and press Y and put it here and move it here, and R again for rotation, and tada and put it here. Again E to extrude and towards Y by pressing Y, Z to check, and Z again, and A to deselect. I think I will rotate it a little bit more to make it, yeah. Okay, similarly over here, but as you can see it will take me long, so I select this area by pressing B and X and delete these vertices by pressing left click, and again I will select by pressing B here. E to extrude by pressing Y along Y axis and put it right about there, and A to deselect again. Z to check that what area we cover, and now Z again in wireframe mode, and again right about there. For this, select these points, press FA, and over there two loop cuts, Control R, move it here, A to deselect, B to select only this one, and R to rotate. Not good. Control Z to go to reverse. Over here I have a trick. Press Control R, move loop cut over there, and again Control R, select another loop cut and move it by using mouse over there. And now A to deselect, right mouse click to select this, and again right mouse click and shift holding select this, and if I press X and delete this vertex, as you can see I get only these two which I require, but it also remove this area. For this I will make it again, and for this I will select this FA. Need to check it is not in solid. For this select this FA. Good. Now we have these two vertex point that we're gonna use in our flipped wall. Good. Now see again wireframe mode and select this and this, press F, Control Z to go in reverse, so that we can select all these fours and make it in solid form, not like our error over here. FA, as you can see now in solid. Now Control R for loop cut and put it here, R to rotate it, G to grab and put it here. Similarly over here, for this purpose I am going to press Control R and put it here, and R and put it here, and I try to duplicate over here but not gonna work, so I will delete this extra one, X, delete vertex, and select this FA, make it in solid form. For this select these four, FA, now select these four, FA, now in solid, perfect. Z in wireframe mode. Now we will cover our other areas that are left. Now B again here, E to extrude an X and put it here. What is this? This is window. Okay, again E, X and put it here, E, X and put it here. You to check. Now we have our window. We also have our ventilators, doors. We are covering more. Now again cover next remaining areas. E to extrude an X and put it over here, and similarly E to extrude an X to put it here, E to extrude X to put it here, E to extrude X to put it here, E to extrude X to put it over here. E to extrude X to put it over here, E to extrude X to put it over here, E to extrude and X to put it right about there. And we need two loop cuts over here. Control R, select into two number of cuts and put it here, and left click to bring it here, and S to scale along Y axis by pressing Y and put it here, and G to and select this to grab it over here, and again S to scale and Y and minimize it towards the exact length. A to deselect, B to select this area and put it there, and A to deselect again, B to select this area and put it over there, and A to deselect again, and now select these areas and press F, A and Z to check and it cover it. Good. Now we'll cover next remaining areas, but as you can see we'll also want a window over there for this two loop cuts, but I will do it individually one by one. Control R, one loop cut, and left click and move mouse over here and left click again to put it here. Similarly, Control R, loop cut right about there, and A to deselect and Z to check, and yes, we have our window now. Now next remaining areas for these purposes, the ventilator over here and the walls, select B to select this, E to extrude Y to put it right about there, E to extrude Y to put it, E to extrude Y to put it, E to extrude Y to put it, A to deselect, Z to check, Z again, B to select this, E to extrude and X and put it here, E, X, put it here, E, X, put it here. Need two loop cuts. Control R, loop cut, Control Z again, E to extrude and X and put it here, Shift S to bring this cursor to center, and now it is in center. Again we need a loop cut. Now zoom out so that we can see our loop cuts. Control R and put it here, left click and move a little bit so that it can match more like to this direction. Again Control R and put it here, move a little bit there. Good. A to deselect, B to select these four, and F and A and Z to check, and it done. Now other remaining areas for this, B, E for extrude, X to put it here, E, X, A deselect, select these, F, A, Control R, loop cut over here, Control R, loop cut over here, A to deselect, Z to check, Z again in wireframe mode, and let's make our remaining areas. B to select, E to extrude, X to put it, Y to put it in y-axis direction over here, vertical direction also, and now again E, Y, press it to put it here, keyboard buttons, E again to extrude and Y to put it here, E again to extrude and Y to put it here, E, Y, E Y E Y E Y E Y E Y E Y. A to deselect. We are gonna make, yeah, need also loop cuts there for Windows, but for this Control R and move it right about there. Make sure to bring it that direction, but it will gonna work if not exactly. Again, zoom out by mouse wheel down, Control R and put this one here. A to deselect, B to select. These all for F, A, Z, and it will work. Good. Now check by pressing in solid mode in Z. Yeah, this Z again. And now make these windows, Control R here, Control R, left click over here, A to deselect. These remaining windows, Control R, left click and left click, move mouse and left click over here to put it here. E to deselect, Control R, A to deselect, Z to check, and yes, it will done. The covering and make these remaining areas Z wireframe mode. For this I will make two loop cuts over there individually, single. Control R, put it here, Control R, put it here, Z to check, not good. As you can see, Z, X, delete this vertex. I'll make this again, B, select this, like this, F, A. Okay, Control R and put it here. Now good. Now B here, F, A, Control R, loop cut here, Control R, loop cut here, A to deselect and Z to check in solid mode. As you can see, these area are black due to the same thing, the over replicating of our meshes, but not gonna problem. When we model this, it will not cover in our render images and textures, but better to try to solve this. If not, it will be also fine and good. I will show you how. A to select all. You to bring this property panels and over here click this, remove doubles. Now T to get rid from it, and Z, as you can see, it removes some doubles, and Z again to start making what area are left, and yeah, these left. B to select this, E to extrude an X and put it here, E, X, E, X, B to put it here, F, A, Z to check, Now these left. Similarly over here, B, E, X, E, X, E, X, E, X, A to D select, Z to check. Over here we need two loop cuts, Control R, put this one here, Control R, this one by left click, move mouse and put and press left click again to put it right about there, and A to deselect and B to select these four, F, A, Control R, Control R, Z to check, A to deselect, Z in again, wireframe mode, Z to check. Yeah, this one left, Z in wireframe mode, B, B, E, Y, left click, mouse here, E, Y, left click, mouse over here, B, E, X, left click, mouse over here, E, X, left click, E, X, mouse left click, E, X, mouse left click, A to deselect, B to select this, E, Y, left click, E, Y, left click, and over here we need two loop cuts again, A to deselect, Control R, put this one here, Control R again, this one right about there, B to select, F, A. Good. Now we will cover these walls for our rotated oval shaped walls of outdoors of these rooms, and we will gonna make a table right about there. Here I will press B and press E and put it. This is point system discovered by myself, but also discovered a guy for himself too, but for myself I discovered it in 2016, early 2016. It will help in a lot when you use this point little by little spaces. It will cover these circle rotated areas, as this is also described in our first year in FSC in physics. Okay, now again I don't know that topic. Okay, by the way, again E to extrude and left click, put it here, E, put it here, E to put it here, E to put it here, E, 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 E. Our sir told in first year also. This I don't know, it will help me in my field. No, physics. For this, go reverse, Control Z, E again, here, 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 E again, left click, E here, E, 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 E. With this, we need this kind of jagged areas due to the advancement and complexity in games. So don't worry about the exact E, E. But when you see by zooming out, you see it is kind of much exact. Pressing by A, as you can see. A again. Zoom in, B to select this, E, 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 E. Shit, man. Don't worry. E. We will also use circle. We will use circle system and try to experiment it over here, but over here I want to recognize UD point systems. So here E, 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 left click, E, 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 left click, E, execute, left click, E, E, left click, E, 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 left click, E, left click, E, left click. You know, I press E and left click to put it here. So E, E, I will say only that I am pressing E for now. E, 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 left click. Okay. Over here E, and see if we can put it. Nah. So E, 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 Control Z to go reverse. E, 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 E. Okay, over here. So we need dot. We don't need these unnecessary vertices for this. I will press B, select this X and delete these vertices, and over here select this and press F A. Now I will go to add selected mode and I will select this edge by pressing right click and put it a little bit here. Good. Control S cursor to center so that it will not trouble in our view. Now again in vertex selected mode, A to deselect and B to select only this point and G to grab, and we'll put it here. Yeah, you can see it will do our trick. Now again select B and again E, 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 left click, also E, execute, E, 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 E. One thing guys I want to know from you, once I go to a download a site to download a game, but now whenever I am offline, these tabs gonna open after some interval and it causes much trouble to me. If you know some way to stop these, please tell me, it will be very helpful. I tried every way. I'm going to page source, but not work. I also go to its coding and select these and delete it, and similarly for its source coding also go deleted, but it will not work. If you know any of this, please help me. I also did diploma in website engineering, but it does not work. Actually not have experience. Also I am currently in my BScs third semester in university, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, equivalent to masters. Currently third semester. Okay, that's enough our talk. Minimize this, and again it's what kind of refreshment for you and me. Now again E E E E E E E E E E E E E E E E for execute E E. Press E. Press E again. Press E again. Press and hold mouse wheel and also shift hold and move this screen. You see, I forget to mention it. Mouse wheel button, hold, press and hold, not move it. And also keyboard left shift, hold. But in order to do this, you have to select and press both buttons at same time, so that it gonna work. And you can see, if you not press these both buttons at same time, then it will like this. So you don't want this 7 for top ortho view. And again I want to do you that practice mouse wheel button hold and shift hold, but by pressing those buttons at same time, and it will move the mouse screen. Next time I will try to install in our Blender file add-ons the screen tool cast keys over here, so that which button I press it come over here, top left bottom corner right there, so that I have not to save and repeat the buttons over and over. Moreover, when we got advanced in our tutorials, I'm not gonna use to repeat these buttons over and over in more ways, so that it saves a lot of time and energy. Okay, now again continue. E E E E E E E E E E E E E E E. This one over here. B to select this, and F A. Yeah. A to C. Yes. Similarly, we need these points here. Let's do this. For this, I'm going to make a loop cut over here. Control R. Move it here. And I'm going to edge selected mode. Now again vertex mode. A to deselect and right mouse click over here, and X to delete this vertex, Z to check which we're gonna miss. Yeah, I know. For this, select this, select this, select this, this, F A, Yeah, perfect. Now we have our point over here, and Z in wireframe mode, and B to select this, E to extrude. Same over here. E to extrude, and left click to put it in the direction in which you want to put it in the correct position. E, almost. E, E, E. This point system I noticed help you a lot to make these surfaces also in character modeling. E, E. However, let's continue on our these tutorials. E, 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 and put it right about there. A and Z, A again to check. Yes, the progress we are making. A to deselect and B to select this. E, 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 E. Now again, it's the same trick. Select these points by pressing right mouse button, clicking and holding shift and X keyboard button to delete, and to bring this delete option, and left click over here to select the deletion of these vertices. Now select this and press F here. Same trick we're gonna use that here. Now in edge selection mode, select this length by left right mouse click, I'm sorry, and put it little bit here. A to deselect again, and again this vertex selection mode, B to select this, and G to grab it and put it here. Okay, it will good for now. As I can told you, it will come very much irritating, super irritating. Okay, I'm sorry and excuse me for that irritation, but I know that you will know how much I'm irritating these days. I cannot not now uninstall my Windows because I have much gaming work, tutorials, you know, lot of stuff there. Also another drive, but you know, textures problems. Okay, whatever. Again here, E, 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 and left click. Also not forget E, 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 E. I'm doing this tutorial a little bit sometime after because I'm little bit sick. You know, this year causing many people sickness. Solar light effect. Solar light make ears. Point to be noticed. Okay, much general science knowledge. Now over here What I'm gonna do, I will put it right about there. A to deselect this, and I'm going to put a loop cut over here. Control R and put it exact there. I'm going to move it now. A to deselect, B to select this, F, A, Z, perfect. And for this, I'm going to select it by pressing B, X to delete this vertex, Z to check, and here A to check, also here, mouse wheel up and down for zoom in and zoom out. Told you in also basics of Blender, my data tutorial. F, A, and Z again, and hooray, now we have our this. Now here, what I'm gonna do, I'm pressing B and select these points also which remain from here. Yeah, this one also we're gonna need, and this one similarly, this one. Now F, A, Z, go into face selection mode by pressing this, select this face, X to delete that face. Not gonna do work. So for this, Control Z again, 7, Z, A to deselect, Control Z, Control Z, yes, unselect this by pressing shift and right click over there, these points. And now if we're gonna try F, oops, that is worse, it is come from this point. So Control Z, and if I unselect this, let's experiment. Yeah, this point we don't need it. Okay, I'm checking it. Sorry for a bit of disturbance here. Actually, I'm not doing any practice with anymore. No, not gonna work. So for this, there is a method. Not worry. For this, I will press A to deselect all. And if face mode not gonna work, I'm going to make it work. How? B, F, A. You see? We'll do it that places which will it gonna cover. F, A. As you can see, we cannot over select again. So Control Z, and we will select it here. F, A. Yeah, at last we succeed, hooray. Now these remaining points, and if yes, at last I'm succeeding, we are succeeding. F, A, select this in edge selection mode, select this edge, X and delete this. Not work. Don't worry, we will left it over there. It don't have impact when we render this and texted it. 7. Z A edge selection to this selection mode. I'm going to check this is only one vertex, not multiple. If I delete this, yeah, this is one solid. Control Z to get back. Okay, good. We want this place in our game like that, and we have it now. Perfect. For now, at least. Now here, for this system, for this I'm going to check the point system. Yeah, I'm going to use oval or circle. But now let's experiment with oval or circle system over here, because we point system use already over here. So you can make yourself familiarize with this circle also. 7 for top order, which we are already in. Z in wire to go in wireframe mode, and shift A to add a circle. G to grab it and put it here. B to select this edge, G to grab it here, and it will gonna easy. A to deselect, B to select this, G to grab it, put it here. A to deselect it, B to select it, G to grab it and put it here. A to deselect, ready, B to grab it, B to select, G for grab, and similarly left click mouse to put it where you want, in my case there. Okay, now similarly A to deselect this for these points, B, G, left click, A. As you can see, irritation. I'm sorry, excuse me, pardon me, I apologize. Okay, let's continue. And A, put it here. B, G, left click, put it here. A, deselect. Yeah, good. B, G, nah, nope. G, A. B, G, A. Yeah, or I mean to say, right mouse click, G and A, and put it there. And as always here, if I give it a face, let me try. Control Z. Okay, now as I told you, we want here solid mesh plane over here, so delete these unnecessary vertices. Select these X, delete. To check this, yes, B, F, A, edge selection mode, select this, G, grab. For door, R to rotate a little bit, E to grab it, left it, again select, go to this vertex selection, grab this one, put it here. Similarly select this one and grab and put it here, and again go to this and yeah, we want door. So this is the place of the door. We don't need exactly the oval shape over here, but we can also make our door curve, but that not gonna look like very nice, you know, real life aspect in gaming. Okay, that's the map. Good for now. Next step, A to deselect. What is selection mode? B to select this, G to grab and put it here. Now I will select unnecessary points which I in not need of these anymore, and will X delete this. Yeah, you know, it's much easy like that way, but it is gonna exact, as you can see. It is also gonna like that. Now the things that are left, we yeah, this one, B G A B G A E A B G A B G A B to this one, G and A B G, left click and A and B to this one and G and put it a little bit there, A, and press B here and E to extrude and put it there. Perfect. A to deselect. As we can say, it is kinda like perfect. We want to, it gonna affect due to the placement of this door. G, it affected due to this door positioning. Okay, now A to check. Yeah, very much that we want. Over here I'm going to press Ctrl R and make a loop cut there. What will it will be our wall. Move it little bit, that is. A to deselect, B to select this board, F A, and over here B to select this vertex, X to delete this. Ta-da! And we will bring here our wall again. A to deselect, select, F A. As you can see, now we don't have unnecessary vertex points that place anymore. Okay, similarly loop cut over there, Control R, move it. Yeah, here. A to deselect, B to select this, F, A. And now what I'm gonna do the same, B to select this and X to delete this unnecessary vertex, Z to check, and again, yes, again. This, if you press and hold shift and use mouse wheel as up and down, not by pressing mouse wheel, then you can also scroll your map. Okay, and now also this one, and F A. Now okay, we will go try again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not good. FA. Now again. Zoom in. F. Yeah. A. At last, A to check. Now we have what we want. Yes. Similarly, want a circle, but now this area I'm going to cover with the help of point system, which I'm now you can see little bit hard working, but gonna feel much appropriate. The circle system looks easy in beginning, but when you'll have to counter these face problems, wall problems, it will get and take some times. So I'm going to use again overhead point system, control or loop cut, control Z again, make a zoom out and make a proper loop cut, control R, and move, make a loop cut. Zoom out again and check, control R to make a loop cut. You know why it's not picking that loop cut? Because these lines we made again. As you can see, we made these again. So if I press control R, not gonna work. So let's try with this now. Okay, I took much time your and mine already, so I'm going to duplicate the point. Tap for edit mode, and I will if I put control R, loop cut, yes, I want that point, control R, loop cut. This time it not put it here, this time it not taking a line that we also not need. We remove unnecessary vertex because these lines gonna affect it as we make it, as we made it by removing it again. A to deselect. I also don't want this. Control Z. A to check. Now again Control R. Select number of cards to 1 and rotate here. To deselect, V to select this, X to delete this vertex, Z to check. A to check. Yeah, similarly Control R. Point a point here and as you can see it misses, but we'll cover it when we make this. B to select this, E stud and cover it. Yeah, do the trick. We will do the trick. Over here, B, F, A, Shift S, cursor to center. A to check again, and yes, we have it there. Now here I am going to give it its face back, but first over here, so that we will not run the same problem like that. B, B. And now if I press F, as you can see, so for this Control Z and F, yeah, this will better. B to select this, B to select this, FA. Yeah, as we learned this, FA. At last we got it. So this one left, B and also over here select this, FA, and at last we did it. We actually did it. We did it. Now one thing left. As you can see, I'm going to, in face selected mode, I want press Z, which I want the faces of the windows, faces of the doors of this point, and also our ventilator I got. You see, but you see we have all points, but right over there we don't have point, like we have this face point door here, because we not make an attached loop cut right there. So we are going to do that. we have there, we have that window there, we have that window. Yeah, we forget to that make that window. So here control R, loop cut, control R, loop cut, A to deselect, face selection mode. You see we have face. Generally we want face there. B, F A, B, F A. Now check. We don't have face. For this, select all these four, F, A, and F, and select. Now we have face. But we don't want to replicate it, we want a clear mesh. So for this, select this all, just this one in edit selection mode. Select this one, X to delete that vertex. Oops. B to select. As now you can see, point system is the best. Here we use circle, that is not best. Shift S cursor to center, E to put it here. It is good but not best, the circle system. B and E here, and E here, and E here. B, E here, E here, E here, E here. Now B, F A, B, F A. Select these all fours, F A, and check. Now we have face. Yes, and what is remaining that we are going to cover. B, B, and B. Select this, F A. Have this. Similarly, B, F A. Yes, I told you already that we need door like that place. Actually there is door, so there is, when we don't want frame, yeah, we don't want this place, so it will remain gap like there when we made doors. Now I'm going to face mode and select all and bring back the opacity and to get rid and check. Yes, we almost have all. And minimize opacity, Z, increase opacity, bring opacity down back, and A, and as you can see we have almost all place. Yes, that window, that. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to press A to select all, pressing 1 go to the front view, and E to extrude a little bit. And Z, as you can check. Now I'm going to press 7 and unselect our doors by pressing shift and left click. Doors, door. Don't forget to make door there. we want, so reverse all. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. 7 Z. Yes, we are in reverse state. We want to do that. Sorry for this. Actually, I'm human and I'm little sick too. Control and doing this long time. My stamina, you know. Okay. Control R. Not work. In go to edge selection mode. B. 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 F. A. B. B. F. A. Check A have face. No. As I am sure. Select this edge selection. This. X to clear these edges. Again in vertex. This F. A. Now we have face. And go to this, select all remainings, F, A. Similarly over here, F, A. So if I select in face selection mode, select this, if I'm going to check it, yes, and by extruding, yeah, it will work. Okay, one thing I forget to do, select A by press A by selecting all T and remove duplicates, remove 35 vertices which we don't require. Okay, now in face mode, select this, A to select all, 1 in front view, and E to extrude in the Z direction, which is already in Z direction. Put it a little bit here in solid mode. Yeah, now unselect our doors. Want to bring the opacity little bit bright so we can see doors. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Make sure that you selected 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 1. Yes, we have 25 or this. Make sure this time making sure that I don't miss any door this time, and I think I am not missing any door this time. Yes, 1. E to extrude and bring it here. Yeah, Now you feel it. Press this and bring it here. So you can see the appropriate. Shift F to see in first person mode your place that you created. One again, if I put it here, Shift F, now place is wider, but door are also wider, which is not looking very much good. Shift F. Yeah, this will look okay. One, Shift F in first person mode. Check all the place. Little bit here. Shift F and check. First one. Control Z. Shift F. It look much appropriate. Yeah, now we are in our basic model game. House. Yes, we are in. Yes, we are needed that way. Now, one again. 7. This time I'm going to deselect windows. Z to see the windows. Where was this window? Z again. Deselect this window. Shift by pressing and deselect window. This window. Make sure to completely deselect all, not left the lines that I left. Vertex. Z to check which windows left. This window. Z again. This is. This is also window. Window. We are here looking for windows. Yes, this. Window, 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 window. 7 again. Check we don't left any window. Window. I think I got all windows. One, two. Minimize the opacity if we. Let's make sure confirmly. This. It is in red color. See. Yeah, red color. Okay, we selected all. Now one in front ortho, zoom out little bit more, and E2, Z to go in solid mode and E to extrude, so that we're going to make windows, and F2 now check it inside, Control Z, seven. Yes, we have windows. Also window. One. E2 extrude. Little bit there. Now check. Now we have windows. Move it here. Shift F. Yes, you can see we have now windows. Also, room not remain wider, but okay. We want windows. This is the room. We are not making villa, we are making a house. But if you want to make villa from this map, I told you not to make windows like that, but make loop cut and make windows individually selected by this, which is much time consuming method. But if you want to make game that look much good and like real life, you'll have to do this. I know it's little bit time consuming, but you'll have to do this. But for this tutorial sake, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm going to do it proper kind of gaming architectural way, much like gaming way. Yes, now we have windows. Yeah, we have window. Shift F, not forget, check here. Yes, now only left are here ventilators. Yes, ventilators. It is easy because it's small to that. Yes, similarly, right mouse click and press hold by holding shift and select ventilators, unselect ventilators. This is ventilator. No, it is not. This is. Forgot to making it here. If you control R there, control R there. But no, don't worry. Control Z. We want back our other things. We have ventilators. Very much. Let's check. Z. You can see it takes above only points. So we can make ventilators. Yeah, too. But not necessary. This ventilator. Now we try to make it. Control R. Control R. Check in face mode. It has face. Yes, it has face. This ventilator. This ventilator. This ventilator. Oh, this ventilator. It's complex map, little bit. Yeah, more bit. So there is difficulty in finding ventilators. And to get rid of opacity, now see ventilators. Difficult. Now see ventilators. This ventilator much bright, penetrating to eyes. This ventilator 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6, least 6. Let's check how much we have. 1 2 3 4 5. We have 6. We want 6 ventilators. Okay. And to get rid from that property panel, this one, and now A to deselect all. 1 Z B and not, because A to deselect we want 46 mode. I'm guessing. I know what happened. Wireframe mode, so that A to deselect, face selected mode, Z 7. Yes, now we are talking. So I'm going to check it that we are right place. Yes, selected all. Now make ventilators 7. Select ventilators 6. Ventilators are 1 2 3 4. Only 2 left. 5 and 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Check it. 1 2 3 green ventilator, 3 4 5 6. Yes, 1 front view, E to extrude, 3 to check. Yes, ventilators. One. Now I'm looking for here ventilators. Yes, we have ventilators. Yeah, ventilators. 3. Make it a little bit like that, so it look like ventilator. Now shift F. 1, shift F, and now we'll look for ventilators. It's much small. Previous one was Control Z. Now 1, shift F. Check for, yes, ventilators. Ventilator. Ventilator. You can add more space individually by making more loop cut over here if you want more detail in your code, but for this tutorial I am going to do it okay. It will also done be good and okay. Yeah, ventilator. It is, if it is not ventilator, it is small openings, which is like ventilator, but it is much small than ventilator, so it will okay. Yes, ventilator. 7, we have ventilator here, check it. Ventilator, good. We have ventilator here, check it. Shift F now. Yeah, good ventilator. We have ventilator here, shift F, check it. Yeah, nice. We checked 3 ventilators we have here, check it. Yes, now only 2 left, this one and this one. Shift F. If I came into ventilator, yes, this one left. Shift F. Yes, ventilator. Right mouse click, Windows. Yes, we have Windows. Windows. Yes, we have Windows. Windows. Yes, we have good Windows. Now A to deselect, as you can see. Tap to object mode. Tap to edit mode, A to select all, T to bring this property, remove doubles, remove 0 verticals, it means no left doubles. Now T to get rid from it, A, go to vertex selection mode and make floor for our this house. Yes, make floor. Similarly, as I told you, right mouse click here, and all other remaining vertices also shift holding. It selects now both 1, 2, 3, 4 and FA. Yeah, now we have floor. Now tap for solid mode, object mode. In solid mode, in object mode. In edit mode we work, in object mode when we textured it, rendered it, this will our final. So like kind of jagged place. But it will do nothing when we render it. Okay guys, I checked it will affect when we rendered it. I also checked it in solid render mode, but I'm not going to show you in this because this is our in our next part, but we will cover it. This one, rough surface. Tab in edit mode A to select this, that kind of jagged surface. This selected, this 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 and F A. Yeah, yeah, it still. So I select this all, and if I X delete faces, Control Z again, X to delete vertices. Oops. Control Z, X to delete edges. No. Control Z, X to delete faces and edges. No. Control Z, X to delete faces. Yes. So in solid mode, tab again. Now select this, 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 Control Z, this one, and this one. And if I'm going to press F A, it will look better. But still that surface. So Control Z, and now it will go and look better. Check it actually in rendered mode. This is solid render mode. You can do it from it. Also 0 to enter in your camera. This is camera. To enter in it here, press 0 and F12 to render. But this is solid only for checking. Yeah, this surface. F11, texture work only with lightings. A render work with that, but here for only checking. Chalo. Okay, rendered. Let's check. Not any rough surface. This is due to that over meshes. I'm going to get it right. Solid. Select this and this and this and this, 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 X to delete faces. Now I'm render mode. Yeah, it covered this, and for this select this FA. Now if I'm going to render mode, only this one left. select face mode regions. If I'm checking it now, render mode, it will remain. So I'm going to solid mode and select this extra face and delete this, and I'm going to check in render mode. Yes, as you can see, now we are talking, and this comes little bit lines, so we're going to try to correct it also. X to delete this face, and if now I'm in solid mode, I'm in render mode, this will come. Extra delete this face, X to delete this face also. Now am we render mode? Yes, at last. Oh, if we are ready, if we do it already by face selecting mode, we don't have this problem. But no problem. This one left. Solid mode. A. As you can see, they are overwrited. They have much darker color than others because they are over meshes. These are only, I see, these fours. These six. Yes. So this, and this, and X to delete face. If and I am in render mode, now we don't have. Good. Solid. This opening left. We are going to edit selection mode. Select this. Select this and this and FA. And now check it in rendered mode. As you can see, not have. We want light here. We want to check. So we will put this light here. Put our select tab. Select this. G to grab it here. And now I'm going to G to grab it here, and now I'm going to check in render mode. Now solid render mode. Yes, we don't have that surfaces. Now again solid mode, control 1, control Z, control Z. Yes, that our light was there. Now render mode. A to select. Render mode. Okay. Solid. Tab for object mode. Yeah. 1, front view. Now we also created some floor. Tab. We want this floor as separate. Select this. Select this point. Select this. And this. We have now floor. And press in edit mode that we have already in P. And left click to select it. It separately selected it from it. Now if I'm select this, as you can see, our floor is now separated, and it is now have in edit mode the tiles. It is separated. Yes. Okay. Hmm. Tap and check it. Tap object mode, A to D select, and now standard. Good. Solid mode 1 1 7, and here. Okay guys, this is the end of our part 2a. In next part 2b, I'm going to cover the remaining of this tutorial, the furniture, the remaining roof, etc. Until then, take care of yourselves and to your family. Goodbye.